What's up, guys? Tron Unicorn here. How y'all doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's doing happy. Everything's hunky-dory for everybody. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Excuse me. You're Zonosia? I've been waiting for you, Eris Satellite School's Shinatsu Azusa. You were? Yes, because all of this already came to me in a dream. It's difficult to explain, whatever. You can think of it like a poetic dream. I have them often. Dreams become a reality as well as ones that are indistinguishable from reality. Does that mean you know what I'm going to do now? Yes, you're here to destroy my halo. Others joined you on this mission, but you're the only one who made it this far. You're quite talented, Azusa. Then why didn't you run away? If you must know, it's because it would have been meaningless. Everything is in vain. Just as the wise saying Eris is so fond of goes, struggling is meaningless to someone like me who can see the future. Death may not be common in Kavodos, but that doesn't mean we're free from it. We may not be able to see it, but as long as we draw breath, death will always be clearly with us. Fair. God, that fucking glare. To destroy one's halo is to kill them, meaning someone out there wants me dead. And here you are. You made it all the way here and infiltrated a hidden room, still undetected. You, Shiratsu Azusa, a student from Eris Satellite School. Have you ever destroyed a halo before? No, but I know how to. I've been taught. Taught? A halo will shatter if they're wounded gravely enough, over and over. A student in Kavodos could be shot with a dozen 5.56mm rounds and it still wouldn't cause a fatal wound. But with enough ammunition, time, and tactical superiority, destroying a halo with just a firearm isn't impossible. If someone made to go without food or water for long enough, is suffocated for an extended period of time, loses enough blood, suffers from hypothermia or other types of illness, all are sufficient ways to destroy one's halo. As I understand it, you're particularly frail as well, Sia. Do you think your firearm will be enough? Under most circumstances, yes, but I'm short on time and don't have tactical advantage right now. That's why I brought in this bomb. I can destroy your halo immediately with this. A bomb that can shatter a halo? I've never heard of such a weapon. That must be the kind of thing Eris specializes in its time teaching. How to destroy halos, how to kill. Naturally. A school is a place of learning, isn't it? And that's why they taught me there. I see. So this is what Eris has become. Are you truly prepared to become a murderer, Azusa? I've seen it before. How afraid you are of becoming a murderer. Murder is murder, whether it's something you wished for or not, whether you had any other choice. None of it matters. It's something you can never come back from. It's something you will carry with you for as long as you remain in this world. The despair, agony, rage, regret, frustration, and helplessness you'll feel, no one will ever be able to empathize with it, and eventually, those feelings fade into nothingness, just as you will. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta go see what the hell is going on with my dog. I will be right back. You've been told it your whole life, Vanatum, that it's the truth of the world. Yet, from what I've seen, you're living contradiction. You simultaneously place faith in those words, but don't believe them. Isn't that right? Isn't that why you were talking to yourself as you gazed upon that flower? Even if everything is in vain, I must continue struggling. This is what's at the core of your being. The image you see when you close your eyes. I couldn't understand it at first, but now it makes perfect sense to me. You didn't come here to kill me. You came here to seek advice. Advice about your struggle. Are you alright, Trauma Unicorn Sensei? Must have dozed off for a bit. I feel like I had some kind of dream. I know you've been busy with this and that lately, but I appreciate it if you could focus a little bit. Sorry about that. As I understand it, you've been volunteering to deal with the aftermath of that incident. I'm an adult. Someone has to take responsibility. Fair enough. A lot has happened in such a short amount of time. We'd be remiss not to do our due diligence. It will undoubtedly be tedious, but that simply is the nature of post-mortem. So back to the beginning. Sia's recovery room was destroyed at roughly 3 a.m. on the night of the attack. The first to arrive at the scene was Captain Mine of the Remedial Knights. She reported that what happened to the tea party after grasping the situation. Even as the tea party fell into panic, a concentrated effort, contorted, I don't fucking know, slightly dyslexic, shut up, begun to hide the news of Sia's death and search for the perpetrator. Captain Mine took advantage of the chaos and escaped with Sia's body. Even other members of her club were unaware of where she went. That's as much as the Tea Party knew. In reality, Mine only had made it seem like Sia's halo was destroyed, and instead hid her somewhere safe. It was the best way to protect Sia from another attack. No one targets a dead person. The Tea Party had no shortage of enemies after all. The culprit could be just about anyone. I believe Mine had made the right decision with that in mind. Now we know that the one who orchestrated the attack was Mika. Mine made a wise decision. However, Sia still hasn't woken up. Her wounds from the explosion have healed, but she remains unconscious for reasons unknown, according to the captain. In conclusion, Captain Mine and Sia are still hiding. No one knows their location. That sums up everything we know about the attack on Yorizunu Sia. Fucking words. Hanako.
I thought Sakurako might be boring you to tears, so I came to your rescue.
I am not in the mood for your jokes, Hanako.
You're such a stick in the mud. Smile, live a little. Take a walk on the beach. Find something dirty to read. Something tells me you'd just be the type to get into it.
I mean, fair. You haven't forgotten the pact you've made, have you?
Of course not.
What pact? Wait, what's this all about, Hanako?
Sensei, what are you doing here?
You said you made a pact with the Sisterhood.
Oh, that.
With all due respect, this matter isn't any of Shale's concern, Sensei. I advise the Makeup Work Club, so Hanako is still my student.
Goodness. I'm sorry, this is my fault. Mary. It was a deal. Hanako asked for my help in persuading Sakurako. And in exchange, I asked Hanako to change her mind about dropping out of school. It was the only way. I couldn't understand how Hanako felt, or talk her out of dropping out. All I wanted to do was for her to stay in the academy, even if it meant being selfish. You weren't, Mary. You don't need to be ashamed or apologize. If anyone was selfish, it was me, for making you worry like that. I'm sorry, Mary. Hanako, rest assured that dropping out is the furthest thing from my mind right now. Really? Do you mean it? Absolutely. I learned a lot while in the Makeup Work Club, including the value of struggling and pushing myself. Just a little bit more. Isn't that right, Sensei?
Yeah, you can do this.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you both. However, that alone won't suffice. Sakurako, I have a request of my own to make of you, Hanako. That's... How devious. I still can't believe you asked for my help in creating a school rule that prohibits clothing in classrooms. All nude lessons only. I'm glad you remember. I beg your pardon? To think the sisterhood had such naughty ambitions. I couldn't have expected anything less from you. Less of you, Sakurako. This is truly an organization shrouded in mystery.
Fucking words.
I thought the clause that allowed the sisterhood members to still wear the veil while nude was nice. Though was a nice touch, though. Completely exposed with nothing but a veil. My, what a daring way to show off the sisterhood's privileges.
Excuse me?
I gave you my word, so I have no choice but to cooperate with this plan of yours. I'll make sure the rule is passed if it's the last thing I do. However, I can't go along with the favoritism if your veil is... with the favoritism your veil exception creates, so I pardon the adronium,
fucking whatever that word is,
that allows all other students to still wear socks. Make that one concession, and I promise you, your rule will pass. Sakurako, you must be hearing... You've been keeping this from me the entire time?
Of course I haven't.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
The exchange for gathering your request...
The exchange for gathering your request was that you grant us one of ours as well.
Oh, that. Now I remember.
As much as I'd like to request that you agree to join the sisterhood, that wouldn't be fair. I would basically be coercing you. We've decided to change our non-interventionalism policy after the most recent incident. The sisterhood will be more involved in Trinity's politics than before, at least for the foreseeable future. There are sure to be a lot of growing pains in that regard, and having the help of someone as talented as you could help alleviate them.
I suppose I can do that.
Why so hesitant? I hope you still aren't thinking about that fabricated proposal you said I made. I think Hanako should reserve the right to say no when she wants to.
Sensei?
Yes, I can agree to that. We should count ourselves fortunate that you're willing to help at all. I won't push my luck by asking you to do anything that you're more comfortable with.
Thank you, Sakurako.
Let's get back to the matter at hand, though. We were discussing...
The nude attendance matter, obviously.
Precisely. The nudity No! We were discussing the matter surrounding Sia.
Right. Okay, getting serious. We already know the one who attacked Sia was our little Azusa. Shirasu Azusa. Sia's room was destroyed at 3 a.m. on the night of the attack, but records indicate the infiltration should have been around 2 a.m., meaning the intruder Azusa was with Sia for about an hour.
What could have happened between those two of them within that window?
Azusa hasn't told me. However,
I did suck her cock. I'm sorry. Please enter, Shirasu Azusa. That's how I joke with my friends, so I apologize. Post-mortem 2. This is what Sia said. If the long-standing dispute between Genea and Trinity can be resolved through the Eden Treaty, then perhaps Eris' troubles can be addressed next. She also said the treaty was the only way to solve Trinity's deep-rooted issues. But Eris wants to destroy the Tea Party's halos. If they succeed, then war would break out in Kavotos. She asked if that was what I truly wanted. And I said no.
I see. What can I say what I can say for certain is that we don't see eye to eye, Shirasu Azusa. I'm familiar with the 5th Koan. I know better than anyone the fallacy of trying to prove the existence of paradise. However, if you wish to continue struggling in the face of catastrophe, then I will help. I'll lend you my wisdom, though I can make no promises about where it will lead you.
Fair.
And then you destroyed the room?
It was necessary to stage Sia's death. Eris needed to be deceived as well. Sia personally chose the Remedial Knights captain to lead the cover-up. She told me I could leave the rest to her. I fled after the room was destroyed. Once the dust settled and intel about the incident began to spread, squad under the impression that I succeeded. That's everything I know about that night. I've been in the dark ever since. I have no idea what Sia was still unconscious.
Her injuries have healed at least. Her being conscious remains a mystery. Or comatose remains a mystery.
Then you were unaware that plan to attack Sia was originally devised by Mika?
Mika had completely
obfuscated her involvement. I fucking dyslexic. I can't read properly. Shut up.
There would have been no way for a foot soldier like Azusa to know. Yeah. We know Azusa, and she's no murderer. She even tried to save Nagasa's life after everything she did to us.
Yes, of course, but my job requires me to ask questions like these. No, it's okay. I'll be fine. The ones who gave me my orders was Jumet Sayori, the leader of squad. I know I said that wrong.
Correct. Shiritsu Azusa then transferred to Trinity with the covert objective of protecting Nagasa. That much is clear. Although the way she made the workup club even pass their evaluation exam, that shows she knows how to get results. I can't find any fault with her personally, therefore I will take responsibility and authenticate her documents. No one should have any objections to her enrollment with the Sisterhood vouching for her. Thank you, Sakurako.
We owe you one.
This officially makes Sister Shiritsu Azusa a Trinity student. There is still unfinished business, especially where Eris is concerned. But all of the urgent fires have been extinguished for now. Job well done, everyone, especially Hanako and Sensei. Why, thank you.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll be taking my leave. Let's go, Mary.
Yes. Would you two mind having another chat with me when things settle down a little more? It would be our pleasure. Phew. At least the situation with Azusa's enrollment has been cleared up.
You did good, Hanako.
Same to you. But there's still so much more to be done. Especially as far as Nagasa and Mika are concerned. Oh, speaking of which, I heard Hifumi met with her not too long ago.
What, with Nagasa?
Yeah, that's what she told me. I guess they had a lot to clear the air about.
Hifumi?
Hi, Nagasa. You're looking well. Have you lost weight?
I asked you here to issue a formal apology, Hifumi.
I'm sorry for doubting you. That.
I could hardly blame you for grabbing a cup of tea and pouring it over my head right now, considering everything I put you through.
To think I had pegged you as a leader of a masked criminal organization that couldn't possibly be true. I don't know how I believed those rumors. I completely understood that if you choose to forgive me, if you choose not to forgive me. In fact, I don't expect you to. No, that's not it. I'll be fine, I think. Yeah, there were times where it really hurt, but it was just a misunderstanding that's been cleared up now. It's not like I considered hating you or anything like that. You don't have to say anything else. I'll be fine.
I don't think I could ever be as forgiving. You're such an interesting girl, Hifumi.
Me? That's funny.
Funny, It was funny fantasy thinking we were ever friends.
Nagasa?
Cough.
I'm fine. A little bit of tea slipped down the wrong pipe, that's all. Oh. I'm glad their misunderstanding is cleared up, but it looks like the joke I played on Nagisa may have gone a little too far.
Yeah, you think?
Nagisa has also been meeting with others to issue proper apologies for everything that has happened.
Good. That whore. She carries her table and tea and cakes with her everywhere. Good to know.
She even gave one to me, and I told her I was sorry for being such a troublemaker. She's no longer wallowing in doubt and paranoia, but it came at a steep price.
I'm kind of worried about her.
Yeah, so am I.
And Mika, too.
You are? I've been waiting to ask what you thought of her motives, actually. You want to know why I'm doing this, Sensei? Because I hate Genia. I sincerely loathe Genia Academy from the depths of my heart. It's hard to know what their relationship was truly like from the outside looking in, but Nagisa and Mika...
Sorry, something popped up over here.
But Nagisa and Mika were supposed to be childhood friends. Opposites attract, as they say. Nagisa was always diligent and overly cautious, whereas Mika was free-spirited and a spontaneous one. Maybe they drifted apart and weren't as close as they seemed. But it still shocked me to hear that Mika would betray Nagisa just because of her hatred of Genia. That's why I arranged to meet with her through the sisterhood.
Of course, you did.
Though when I went to see her, someone else was already there first.
Was it Nagisa?
Wow, Nagi, it's Nagi, welcome.
Hello, Mika. How have you been? Staying comfortable?
Hardly. But it could be worse. At least I wasn't thrown into a tiny cell underground. They even let me have a TV. I have pretty much everything I could have ever needed. I really didn't think I'd end up here. Well, not right now at least. The timing is really poor.
Agreed. I never saw it coming.
Isn't life beautifully unpredictable? At least that's how I feel. I really didn't think you'd come, Nagi.
Okay, well, unfortunately that is all the time I have for today. Yeah. I am going to continue this tomorrow. I have shit I gotta go do, and I apologize for any inconveniences that may bring anybody. But thank you again, everyone, so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry I have to go, because I got shit I gotta do. I got people coming over later today, and I just gotta get everything prepared. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot that you guys are sticking through this with me. We're almost at episode 100 on YouTube, so that's fucking massive. The next few episodes may be a bit longer because I'm hoping to complete the game on episode 100. Like, the campaign on episode 100. Which is gonna be a bit to go through because I still have these two entire stories to go through. So, the next few episodes may be like VOD channel episodes, episode length, but yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.